I'm not Gen Z, but after watching my younger sister, talking with younger clients, and having a lot of deep conversations over the last few years, one thing keeps coming up again and again, which is that a lot of young adults feel lost and trapped. They don't feel like they know what they want to do with their life, and frankly, they're not really sure what's the point of it all anyway. You start thinking about death, like really thinking about it, and how if we all die, then what is the point of all this shit? And if there is some sort of purpose to life, then why don't I know what that is? And you start to fall into this like existential void, and that's when the anxiety and despair and just the uncertainty of it all comes crashing down on you. And if this feels like you, then you are not alone, and you are likely going through a quarter life crisis. So let's dive into why I think that is. Gen Z is the first generation to grow up completely inside modern technology. Not adapt to it, not adopt it later, like live inside of it their entire lives. Constant stimulation, constant comparison to others, constant access to everyone else's life, their belief systems, their success, everything from like a psychological standpoint that matters because it shapes your attention, your motivation, it tells you where to find self-worth, it tells you how you should define progress. Right? You see, you're living a life in an environment that actively fragments your focus and constantly tells you what you should want. And really, it's a system designed to keep you exactly where you are, like just consuming more and more and more. And so no wonder it feels impossible to move forward with any sort of clarity, let alone certainty. Now layer this on top. Even though the world has changed dramatically, the expectations of what it means to be a successful adult haven't. Like, stable career by your mid-20s, a stable relationship, maybe marriage, kids, financial independence, like perform, achieve. But those expectations were formed in a completely different environment and one that had far fewer distractions. But instead of questioning whether those benchmarks even make sense, most people use it as a scale to decide if they are failing. I should be further by now. I must be doing something wrong. Like everyone else has it figured out. And all that overthinking builds up the anxiety and the overwhelm. And guess what the escape is? That same very technology, which only further sets your expectations and continues the downward spiral. It's too easy to escape today. When you're consuming content, it shuts off parts of your brain that you don't even really want to feel right now, and for good reason. And to be clear, I'm not trying to shame you or anyone about this because I've been in a very similar position, but you also can't avoid the truth and change your life at the same time. The struggle comes from trying to walk like this traditional path in a world where the path no longer reliably leads anywhere. You were taught to go to school, get the degree, find the career, climb steadily, and now you're realizing that it's just not landing for you. So let me ask you this. Would you agree that the issues you're feeling likely come as a result of some sort of expectation that you have accepted around where you should be in life, right? It has to be. You're comparing yourself to some sort of standard. So then my question is, who set those standards? Who set those expectations if they weren't you? And do you even agree with them? Do you accept them? So here's the reframe. Adulting in today's world does not have to look like it did before. It's not about hitting arbitrary milestones on some predetermined timeline. It's about living a life that is true to you. One based on what you value in life, one based on what you want to do with your life. And you do that by removing the noise that is keeping you trapped in the first place. You've got to give yourself some damn space to explore life outside of your home and reflect and learn and just be. If you do that, you will learn how to listen to yourself and set new expectations for what your life should look like for you. Hey, if you like that video, then check out this video. It's about the 7 things I wish I knew in my 20s. Hopefully you like it, and I'll catch you on the next one.